I'm here to share with you some of the important strategy to appear and to approach at the forthcoming Civil Services Mains examination, which is being held on 22nd August 2025. What is the strategy that we are going to discuss now in a very nutshell? It's exam oriented. It's not motivational. It is a practically implementable strategy and action plan. What the main contents of this strategy? I'll explain you very quickly here. Number one, the mains examination is basically for the 1750 marks. Everybody knows. Out of this 1750 marks, if I score 870 marks, I'm sure I'll go to the interview. The interview is for 275 marks. That I'm not going to touch. I touch only how to score 870 plus in the written examination by attacking this 1750. I'm not going to the syllabus also. It's basically strategy. My strategy is to score 870 plus in the forthcoming mains examination. Now, how? Out of this, I have identified, if I am taking the exam now, I have identified three important components where it's very easy to score at least 600 marks. They are number one is essay. Essay is for 250 marks. Can I score 60%? That is 150, 60%. And the second one is ethics, integrity, and aptitude paper, which is for 250 marks. Can I score 150? Of course, it is possible. It's possible. How? The third important is your optional subject. Your optional subject carries two papers, that is 500 marks. Can I score the 60% in this? Means how many? At least 300 marks. It is possible. So now coming to here, it's exactly 600 marks. I'm going to score out of how many total? This is 1000 marks. My entire focus is next coming 50 to 55 days for the mains examination preparation is focusing on how to score maximum in these three subjects: essay, ethics, integrity and aptitude, and optionals 500 marks. It is in my hands and it is possible through focused, intense, result-oriented program introduced by Amigos IAS Academy, Hyderabad. What is their structure? I'll show you in the next slide. Now, only 7,000 marks, but what about the remaining 750 marks? We will just take that 750 marks now. In this 800, this is our target. Our target is 870. Out of this, one segment, I'm aiming for 600 marks, as I explained. The remaining, how much I require? I require roughly around 270 marks, 250 to 7. So this is for 1000 marks, essay, ethics, and optionals. The remaining 270 marks out of 750, that means GS paper 1, GS paper 2, GS paper, General Studies paper 3. Each one carries 250 marks. These are all known facts. But the difficulty in these GS papers is they're composite in nature. Means if you take the GS paper syllabus, art and culture, and other subjects are clubbed together. Second paper is it contains a series of subjects like what? Economy, polity, geography combination. Science and technology, internal security, and disaster management. This is the composite subjects. These are all composite subjects. Whereas monolithic subjects are, I mentioned here, my total focus is on the monolithic subjects, that is essay and ethics, integrity and aptitude, and optionals paper. Out of the 60 days or 70 days available with me for the mains preparation from tomorrow, today is the prelims is over, 80% of my focus attention is about how do I maximize my scoring out of this 1000. The remaining is the syllabus, that is 750 marks. What is that program the Amigos has come up with to score 875 marks? That is our target. Now, the Amigos has come up with a wonderful, very focused, intensive mains notes to notable answers. It's not a lecture mode. This program is certainly not a lecture mode. There won't be any lectures at all about the contents which I'm showing. This starts on June 4th and up to almost 4th of August. Every day, intense introspection, intense answer writing, intense evaluation by the experts, and and giving feedback then and there, including mentoring. The mentoring is basically one-on-one. Why we focus on this? Why this institute has come up with this focused, result-oriented, action-oriented program? For simple reason, majority of the candidates who appeared at the mains examination, they missed the interview by scoring if 875 is the cutoff mark for the interview, they ended up with 840, 842 and 850. Now this program is aimed at bridging this gap of 25 to 50 marks. This is where you get selected for the interview. So this is what we call as the last mile connectivity. Last mile connectivity. So for this last mile connectivity exercise, if you confine to reading and memorizing, I'm afraid you will never be able to bridge this gap of 850 to 875. With a little tweaking of your approach, you will achieve monumental results. It's incremental, systematic, strategic, very focused. And the other contents of this program are a very well structured everyday program. You walk in, look at this, and you can choose which area you want to develop. For example, you want to develop only on the ethics paper because you end up with 90 marks. The target is 140 marks now, 140 to 150. How to bridge this gap in ethics paper? Suppose essay paper you are end up with 90, 95. The target is 125 to 130. That bridging of the 25 to 30 marks use enormous efforts, enormous guidance. One-on-one personal coaching is the guidance. That's matters that take you to creating and developing that bridge, the last mile connectivity. The third one is you must look at this. There is a highly intense simulation, 1 simulation, 2 full test series, which are not a conventional type, which will be conducted under controlled simulation exercise as UPSC does. The 3 hours, 180 minutes, 250 marks, scheduled time will be conducted as online as well as offline. This will be evaluated by expert faculty. It's up to you. That's why I consider this as a very, very wonderful, intense, mains-oriented initiative by Amigos IAS Academy. It's a result-oriented. It is individual-centric. It's identifying the gaps in your approach, that to identify that gaps which will take you to the 875 plus marks so that you get selected for the interview, the personality test. That's a totally different subject. For this, now it's up to you. You can see this is the book, the work, the what you call the scheduled book, day-wise schedule, subject-wise schedule brought out by the Amigos IAS. It's available, and if you want to enroll, you enroll by scanning here. This it's given the registration now. You register it and then see the magic. It is focused, intense, individual-centric, gaps identification, filling up the gaps, helping you to cross that 875 marks in your coming mains examination. I hope you avail this opportunity and enroll.